Hi, I'm Sweden Pokomandi, ESG Programs Coordinator at First Capital REIT. Welcome to the First Capital Climate Action Series. In this series, we will take you through 3 key areas of focus that will have a big impact both at home and in the workplace. Climate change, the long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns due to human activity, is one of the most pressing challenges humanity currently faces. In looking at the state of our environment, we can see the effects of climate change in the form of extreme weather, rising sea levels, melting glaciers, and more. The push for global climate action has never been greater, and we are in a defining moment. Now is the time to take action before climate change becomes irreversible. But what can we do? The good news is that no matter who you are or where you live, there are actions you can take to make a difference. Did you know that buildings and homes account for 40% of global energy consumption and 30% of greenhouse gas emissions? By making small changes in our buildings, homes, and workplaces, we can have a positive impact. Something as simple as turning off the lights and unplugging appliances when not in use can save up to 25% on our energy bills and reduce our carbon footprint by a ton per year. Transportation is another area where we can make a difference. Did you know that transportation is responsible for 23% of global energy-related GHG emissions? Replacing single occupancy car rides with walking, biking, or public transit can significantly reduce air pollution and subsequently better our carbon footprint. In fact, taking public transportation instead of driving a car can save you an average of $9,000 a year on vehicle-related expenses and reduce your carbon footprint by up to 30%. Finally, changing our diets and focusing on preserving the biodiversity of our planet can have a significant impact on our carbon footprint. Large-scale food production and overexploitation are the primary drivers for biodiversity loss. Livestock production accounts for 14.5% of GHG emissions. Eating more plant-based meals, reducing our meat consumption, choosing locally grown foods, as well as planting a small garden at home can greatly reduce the emissions associated with food production and transportation. By adopting a plant-based diet, you can reduce your carbon footprint by up to 50%. Now, we understand a plant-based diet isn't for everyone, but even just reducing your weekly meat consumption makes a difference. If everyone cut out meat 1 day a week, it would have the same impact on GHG emissions as taking 240 million cars off the road each year. Climate change is a complex issue, but taking action doesn't have to be. In the next 3 videos, we'll break down the 3 areas where we can focus on having the biggest impact at home and in the workplace: energy consumption, transportation habits, and diet and biodiversity. This spring, we're participating in Project Neutral's Green from Home program, where we'll be challenging all First Capital employees to reduce their own carbon footprints. By making small changes in these areas, we can all work together to create a more sustainable future for ourselves and for future generations. Visit our ESG page for more resources and tips on how you can make a difference today.